Hello bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I'm coming at you with a new video for you guys. Today's video is going to be the start of my end of the year content from me to you guys. So it is December 22nd as I'm filming this, and I am going to film one out of like 5 end of the year videos that I have. I feel like it's more than 5, but today's video is going to be the 12 friends recommendation from you guys. So the 12 friends that picked out 12 books for me. I don't know why that title is always hard to tell you guys, but it is. So let's jump into this video as we don't have a lot of time before heading into church today. I have my phone with me because we are going to have to use the list that I have on my phone. I made a post about this on Instagram, so if you saw my Instagram post, you guys know I've already shown you what all the books are. Some of the books I own, so these are the ones that I own right here, and then others are ones that I don't own yet, but I know I can get access either via Libby, Hoopla, or even my public library. So without further ado, let's jump into this list. And I will leave everybody who recommend me a book, if they have a booktube channel, I'll leave them down below in the description box. So let's jump into it, shall we? The first book that got recommended to me was from my friend Nikki. She recommended me The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen. And I was so happy that they recommended this to me because I actually already own this book because of the stunning stenciled edges. I also meant to read this past fall, but I never got around to reading it. So hopefully next year I will. I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about this one, and I know the cover for book 2 and the title and release date just got revealed this past month as well. So book 2 will come out in September of next year. So if I want to, I can save this for like midsummer time, you know? This is a first of a adult fantasy trilogy, I think, maybe more than a trilogy, but it says, the gods love to play with us mere mortals, and every 100 years we let them. I have never been favored by the gods, far from it, thanks to Zeus. Living as a curse office clerk for the Order of Thieves, I just keep my head down and hope the Capricious beings who rule from Olympus won't notice me. Not an easy feat, given San Francisco is Zeus's patron city, but I make do. I survive until the night I tingle with a different god. What? It sounds so good, and I really hope I love it because this is a pretty addition with my sticky note in there still. But yeah, hopefully I can get around to reading this one next year because, like I said, hear nothing but amazing reviews, and I love the stencil edges for this book. The next book, my friend Karina over at She Dreams in Words here on BookTube, she recommended me this one, and I'm also happy that I own it. And this one is a Book of the Month copy that I have, so a goal of mine is to read all of my Book of the Month, or at least 2 Book of the Month books every month next year in 2025. Spoiler alert for my goal video. But this one that Karina picked was one that I also was excited for but never got to this year, and that is The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. This is a adult fantasy standalone novel, which yay for standalones because I feel like I can read this one first. I feel like I'm gonna read this in January because I feel like this is still perfect for like the cozy winter vibes, and I believe it's set in winter too, if I'm not mistaken. I know this one is a Narnia-inspired story, and if you love Narnia and Every Wayward Children, you will love this one. This one says, inspired by C.S. Lewis' The Chronicles of Narnia, this wild and wondrous novel is a fairy tale for grown-ups who still knock on the back of the wardrobe, just in case. As boys' best friends, Jeremy Cox and Rafe Hallwell went missing in a vast West Virginia state forest, only to mysteriously reappear 6 months later with no explanation from where they'd gone or how they survived. Oh, sounds intriguing. I hope there's some magical realism in this one as well. Again, it's another adult fantasy standalone novel, and it's from Book of the Month, so hopefully I can get this off my list. It doesn't seem that long of a fantasy book either. I think it's 310 maybe? 326 pages, so close enough. But yeah, I feel like I can read this for the month of January, and if I do, I'll be so happy. Next book, my friend Kaylani over at Kaylani Simply Me. Sorry for butchering your name, girl. This is aka Aunt Kaylani to me. If you know, you know. She recommended me another book I own, and that is Bring Me Your Midnights by Rachel Griffin. This is a not adult. Wow. This is a YA fantasy book. I don't know if this is part of a series by this author. I know she has 2 others. Fantasy standalone novels, but I don't know if they're like series or just books that she has similar covers to. This one has been getting a lot of good buzz ever since it came out. I believe, yeah. I was gonna say, I believe I got the pretty edition from when it first came out. So yeah, there's a quote on here. It says, "He comes alive in the darkness, so darkness I become." And then there's beautiful flowers on the back with hands holding each other. Again, this was a new release from last year, actually, which is crazy to think about. And it was just one that I never got to, even though I should have. What's the copyright of this one? Last year, right? Yeah, 2023 it came out. So this has been on my shelf for almost 2 years now. So I really need to get to it. And I was so happy that Kaylani picked this one for me. About that, I got a text message. Anyways, back to the video. So my friend Dana over at Dana Ella's here on BookTube, she recommended me a adult thriller for next year, and also another book of the month pick, and so that is What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I'm actually gonna, I think instead of reading the Lost Stories in January, I think I'm gonna read this one in January first, because Lala from Books and Lala just announced what the buzzword challenges are for 2025, and the buzzword challenge for January is truth and lies, and of course lie is in the title, so I feel like that would work perfectly, and it will knock off one of my books from this list, obviously. Again, I don't know too much about this one, but this one says, they were 11 when they sent a killer to prison. They were heroes, but they were liars. Naomi Shaw used to believe in magic. 22 years ago, she and her 2 best friends, Cassidy and Olivia, spent the summer roaming the woods, imagining a world of Surimi and wonders. The goddess game. The game became an exception and a refugee for the 3 girls. We say we are readers, but we can't read words. Anyways, can't wait to see what this is about. Definitely want to read this first on my list. Next up, one of my colleagues / friends, Libby, over at whatever her channel is. And so she recommended me Can't Spell Treasons Without T by Rebecca Thorne. This is book 1 of the Tomes and Tea series. I got this at Target earlier this year, I want to say. And I only got it because it had like these, sprayed edges, not stencil. This is a YA, no, this is adult. A cozy fantasy steeped with love. And it follows 2 main characters who is in a bookshop, and they're trying to assign tax and whatnot. I don't know. Sounds cozy, sounds cute. I do know this is going to be a 5-book series, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully I can read this sometime soon. Next book is a book that my friend Robin recommended to me. She's in my Queer Reads book club group chat. And so she recommended me The Naturals by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Whoa. Nope. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Sorry, I was just talking about Jennifer L. Armentrout with my friend Taylor. This is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a first book in a new to me series, and ever since the cover change of this one, this has been getting a lot of hype on BookTube, and oh my goodness, I am so scared to read this, even though it's so short as well. And I know I'm gonna love this one because I love the In Here in This Game series, so I'm excited to jump into her new one. And I do know it's completed with a 4-book series. So yeah, very stoked to see what this one's about. This says, cold case is about to get hot. 17-year-old Cassie Hobbs is a natural at reading people. Piecing together the tiniest details, she can tell you who you are and what you want. But it's not a skill that she has ever taken seriously. That is until the FBI comes knocking. What? I'm so intrigued. I love reading summaries out loud because it makes me want to pick them up more. Next up is my friend Lori. My friend Lori that you guys know and love here on this channel over at the Chatty Bookworm. She recommended me a book that she started but she hasn't finished it yet. But she got halfway through this novel and she was already loving it, and she knows that I will love it too. This is a October new release that I never got to, and that is Heir by Sabaa Tahir. This is a first book in the new YA fantasy duology. I think book 2 is supposed to come out in 2025, but there's no news about it yet. But this is the beautiful Barnes & Noble edition that I got earlier this year with the stunning blue map. And then on the actual hardcover case, there's little designs. So yeah, very exciting. And hopefully, I love this one. I know this is technically like a spin-off series to Ember in the Ashes, which is one series that I absolutely love. So I'm excited to see what happens in this one and to see if I will love it as much as Lori has been loving. Back again, sorry for the interruption. And my camera battery is low. Lovely. Great morning. Anyways, the last physical book that I own is recommended to me by my friend Kimmy. I don't know if she has a BookTube channel, but I know her Instagram is an amazing page, so definitely check it out. And so she recommended me another book that I already own, obviously, and this is also from Book of the Month, and that is Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cananius. This, I totally butchered that last name. I'm so sorry. This is a adult fantasy, historical fiction. It deals with vampires, so I'm going to assume fantasy. It's set in Texas, 1840s, so don't really know too much about this one except that it's adult fantasy standalone, so another standalone, which is great. I don't think I have that many like series or sequels on here, which is actually like really great of you guys, so thank you for doing that for me. But yeah, another Book of the Month edition. Hopefully I can get it off my list next year. The next book that I got recommended to me was How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, I believe. I don't know too much about this one, except this one is super popular here on YouTube and all of my platform. My friend Crystal from Karate, she recommended me this one because she knows I'm trying to get more into the horror / thriller genre, so super excited for this. I hope I love it. And then my friend Katy over at I Would Rather Be Reading, she recommended me Hooky, Volume 1. This is a graphic or a manga series. I can't remember which one she said. But this is a graphic novel series that has 4 books out, I believe, when I was looking it up on Goodreads. This has a cute cover. This is like very bright yellow. I feel like a graphic novel is going to be super short, so maybe I'll read What Lies in the Woods and this one, Hooky. I'll probably read both of them in January just so I can get them off my list. My friend Anitra, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, she recommended me Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I actually had my eye on this series for a while, but I hear it deals with heavy topics, so I'll have to look at the trigger warnings for that book. But this is a adult contemporary novel set in a small town about a shooting, I think. Don't monetize me, YouTube. But yeah, this one is one that my friend... Oh my gosh. my friend Anitra recommended me. Again, sorry for butchering your name. But yes, I'm not excited for this one just because of how heavy the topic is, but hopefully I will love it. And then I think that's all my books that I don't own. Oh yeah, my friend Christina, she recommended Would Like to Meet by whoever the author is. This looks like a cute YA romance novel, so it's another standalone. I feel like I'm gonna save this one for the summertime just because of how like summery the cover is. Don't know too much about it. YA Contemporary recommended to me by my friend Krista. So thank you everyone for recommending me a book. If you didn't this year, I'm so sorry, but if you did, and I will check with you guys later. Oh, before we go, I forgot one more. Unremarkably Creatures is one that my friend Heather recommended to me, so totally forgot about that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. Bye!